I'm going to recap the Division One men's tennis ITA kickoff weekend, and y'all can check out the individual scores on whether who wins doubles or not, and what those scores are for doubles and singles on the team's websites. I'm just going to make it brief as possible. So, on the men's side, there were no withdrawals on like the women. I'll get over the women in a second. Here. Okay, TCU beat Pacific, and y'all know the rankings if you keep track or look at them with me here. TCU beat Pacific 4-0. Michigan State beat Liberty 4-0. So Liberty beat Pacific in a consolation match 4-1, while TCU beat Michigan State 4-1. Now, Arizona beat USC 4-0. UCF, as in Central Florida, beat Oklahoma State 4-0. In the consolation match, USC beat Oklahoma State 4-0. Man, that's a rough way to start for Oklahoma State this year when you look at it. And the 6th seed Arizona lost to UCF 4-3, and that's going to be a conference match. So that's a big upset right there. Okay, the 7th seed Columbia beat Miami, Florida 4-0. Florida beat Middle Tennessee State 4-0. Middle Tennessee State actually beat Miami, Florida in a consolation match 4-2, and Columbia beat Florida 4-2. Now, Kentucky beat Santa Clara 4-0. Arizona State beat Nebraska 4-2, and Arizona State will not have Murphy Cason, and he's like the court one guy for them, and that's a big loss, to say the least. So, Nebraska did defeat Santa Clara 4-0, while Kentucky beat Arizona State 4-0. So now it becomes interesting for Arizona State from here on out, without their top guy, a top guy that they thought that he was going to be back for his last year, and of college eligibility. So yeah. Now, Harvard beat Georgia 4-2. Texas A&M beat UCLA 4-3. UCLA beat Georgia 4-1, while Texas A&M beat the host Harvard 4-3. Now, Mississippi State beat Pepperdine 4-1. NC State beat LSU 4-1. And Pepperdine beat LSU in a consolation match, while NC State went into Mississippi State and won 4-1. Now, Virginia beat Boise State 4-2. A little bit concerning right there. And Alabama beat VCU 4-0. VCU lost to Boise State 4-0, but VCU has a new head coach this year, and a lot of guys were gone from that team. Now, Virginia beat Alabama, though, 4-1. So that could have been an upset. Could have been, but it didn't happen because of the performance of Virginia the day before. Now, Ohio State beat Louisville 4-0. Princeton defeated Denver 4-0. Denver beat Louisville, though, 4-1. Wow, that's a bad look for Louisville. And Ohio State beat Princeton 4-0. Now, Duke beat Old Dominion 4-0. Vanderbilt beat Cornell 4-2. Cornell beat Old Dominion 4-1. And Duke beat Vanderbilt 4-0. Now, Oklahoma beat Tulsa 4-0. Stanford beat Oregon 4-0. Tulsa beat Oregon 4-3? And Stanford knocked off the host, Oklahoma 4-1. Now, Wake Forest defeated Charlotte 4-0. Memphis defeated North Carolina 4-1. And North Carolina beat Charlotte 4-2, while Wake Forest beat Memphis 4-0. Now, Tennessee beat Illinois 4-2. Michigan beat Auburn 4-1, and Illinois beat Auburn 4-2, while Michigan actually beat Tennessee at Tennessee 4-1. Now, Florida State beat North Florida 4-0. San Diego beat South Carolina, and that was one of the better, going into this, better like first round matches for this. 4-1. Previewing it. And South Carolina beat North Florida 4-0. That was obvious. And San Diego beat Florida State at Florida State 4-2. And that's huge for that program. been a while. I just don't know when. Last time they made a national indoor tournament. Now, Texas beat Rice 4-0. Georgia Tech beat Arkansas 4-1. And Arkansas, of course, beat Rice, but it was a little closer, like 4-2. Now, Texas beat Georgia Tech 4-0. So, what does this mean for the teams that went 2-0? They're headed to the National Indoor Tournament, which are co-hosted by the following two teams: Baylor and SMU. We'll see where all these teams go. And to recap on who's going, who qualified, it's the following teams. I apologize for looking down because I can't memorize all this stuff. TCU, UCF, Columbia, Kentucky, Harvard, NC State, Virginia, Ohio State, Duke, Stanford, Wake Forest, Michigan, San Diego, and Texas. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more. So my money out this. Of course, like video, comment video really helps YouTube algorithms so more people see it. So the video does help as well, so more people could watch. And if you're watching and not subscribed, hit subscribe buttons for the notification bell as well.